This storm is about to get even scarier. Keep your eyes locked on the dot right in the middle of the screen. Don't blink and don't look away. In just a few moments, I'm going to show you what the motion after effect is all about. Basically, this hypnotic image is gonna get stuck in your brain, even after it disappears. Wanna see it? Alright, 3, 2, 1. Poof! Now, do you see the storm still looks like it's swirling in a super freaky way? Whoa! Look at these lines. They're zigzagging all over the place, right? Well, not really. Every single one of those lines is perfectly straight. This is the cafe wall illusion. All those contrasting colors and staggered patterns trick your brain into thinking the lines are bending when they're not. Sneaky, huh? Next, at first glance, it totally looks like the right side of this picture has way more black dots. But nope, both sides actually have the exact same number of black dots. If we zoom in, it's crystal clear. This effect is called the extinction illusion. It's when a visual detail seems to disappear if it's sitting right at the intersections of lines or grids. Basically, your brain gets so distracted by all the crossing lines that it forgets the dots are even there. This same principle is probably what's behind this next illusion. I mean, keep staring at the center of the image. Yep, focus right on that tiny green dot. Don't look away and try your best not to blink. Can you see the yellow dots disappearing? It might look like they're vanishing, even though they were always there. Let's play Jenga. Okay, a weird kind of Jenga. Basically, this is actually an impossible object, also called an undecidable figure. I mean, look at this triangle or this trident. Your brain sees them and instantly thinks, these are 3D objects. But here's the thing. If you try to imagine them as real, solid shapes, they just don't make sense. They simply can't exist in real life. And our Jenga example is exactly the same. If you try counting how many blocks are in this image, your brain is just gonna say, nope, I'm out. Is this ballerina spinning clockwise or counterclockwise? Well, here's the crazy part. Both answers are right. Your brain can flip her direction in an instant. Want to test it? Try looking at her feet instead of her head. Or close your eyes for a second and open them again. She might suddenly be spinning the other way. It's all because this image doesn't have depth cues. Your brain has to guess the 3D direction, so your mind does a mental flip and suddenly, wow, she's spinning the other way. Go to the comments and answer this question. How many white circles do you see here? I'll give you a moment. Ready? Let's go. Okay, time's up. And the answer is none. Because if you really pay attention, you'll realize there aren't actually any white circles at all. What's happening is that your brain is tricking you, overcompensating and filling in shapes that look like circles. In reality, there's nothing there but white space between those black crosses. Some people, like actress Kate Bosworth, have heterochromia. In other words, they've got more than one eye color. Now tell me, does this lady have two different colored eyes or not? Well, she definitely has gorgeous eyes, but they're not different from each other. Don't believe me? Let's split the image so you can check for yourself. And yep, they're exactly the same gray color. The eye on the left just looks blue because it's surrounded by a yellow tint. It's all about how colors mess with our perception. Our next illusion also plays with colors. Check out this animation and answer, how many different colors do you see here? Chances are you're spotting a rainbow palette, including violet and yellow. But this image is actually made up of only RGB colors, just red, green, and blue. All those other shades you're seeing are the result of overlapping colors. It's time for a personality test. What do you see first in this image? Let's see. If you draw the woman in bed first, it probably means you're someone who worries a lot. If the maid caught your eye, you might be amazing at solving tricky problems. If the couple holding hands stood out to you, it could mean you're a true romantic at heart. And if you notice the old man with the mustache first, you're probably someone who always sees the big picture. Of course, this isn't exact science, but it's a pretty fun illusion anyway. Speaking of ambiguous images, here's another crazy one. What do you see here? A moth or two faces? There's no right answer. But seriously, tell me in the comments because I'm really curious whether people find it easier to spot one or the other first. Now, let's make things a bit more interesting. What if I flip the black and white? Did you change your mind? We all know how the Mona Lisa's gaze seems to follow us everywhere, right? But this painting gets even crazier when we add this pattern on top of it. Now, watch what happens when we move the image up and down really fast. Doesn't it look like her head is shifting side to side? So freaky and so cool. There are actually a bunch of illusions where images look like they're moving, even though they're totally still. Like this one. Doesn't it seem like each row of arrows is shifting in the direction they're pointing? But here's the truth. Nothing in this image is moving at all. Don't believe me? Try this. Close one eye and put your finger right in front of one of the arrows. See it? It's completely still. And the same thing happens here. It totally looks like the bullseyes are spinning around those squares, but they're not moving one bit. If you can't spot the illusion right away, try moving your eyes slowly back and forth across the image. Pretty amazing, huh? And here's yet another one that's hard to believe isn't animated. It totally looks like these loops are endlessly spinning and looping around. But nope, they're completely still. Our brains just can't resist turning static patterns into motion. And once again, nah, just kidding. This image is moving. But here's where it gets even weirder. Pay close attention to the orange circle. Doesn't it look like it's getting bigger, then smaller? It totally does, but it's just your brain playing tricks on you. Because the truth is that the orange circle never actually changes size. Let's keep things moving, but this time in circles. Well, sort of. At first glance, it totally looks like these spheres are swirling around in a circular motion. But pick one sphere and focus on it. Watch it carefully. Pretty soon you'll realize it's actually moving in a straight line. Crazy how the bigger pattern can trick our brains, right? Okay, check this out. The color in this photo of a cow seems totally off. The left side looks super bluish and the right side is way too yellow. But there's a way to fix it. Just stare at the fly right here for a few seconds. Don't look away. Yep, keep your eyes locked on that fly. This staring actually adapts the blue and yellow color channels in your retina. So when you look back at the cow, the colors suddenly look balanced again. Ready to test it? 1, 2, 3, boom! Can you see it? And here's our final illusion for today. These black lines are all moving in the same direction, and it looks like we're just scrolling up. But watch what happens when we add this red line moving to the right and upward. Suddenly, it feels like the black lines are shifting in a totally different direction. Almost like a sheet of paper being slid side to side. Once again, it's just our brains playing tricks on us.
That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.